Meg's Little House in the Country, and still in my pajamas. I'm getting ready to hop in the tub and get cleaned up, get ready for church. I finally this morning, I don't know if you can see them, brought in my herb pots. I got pots there and pots there. It got cold last night. When I went out to film the sunrise, it was 18 degrees. It's actually warming up. It's about 27 out there by the pumpkin patch. That's where my my transmitter is. It's over there. And there's still a lot of frost out here. So yeah, it got pretty cold after the last few nights of things being fairly warm. I mean, down in the mid to high 30s at night, mild temperatures, but all those clouds cleared off, and look at that beautiful blue sky. That is just gorgeous. Yeah, temperatures dropped with no clouds to keep us warm. So, if you're new here, I'm Meg. This is my channel, Meg's Little House in the Country. This is my little house. It's got a 2-story addition on the back, but actually I have very little square footage inside. All the rooms are very small, even the living room, kitchen, everything's small. So I do the best I can. I do little daily updates. I started this channel to update my children and grandchildren on my daily life, and yeah, I'm still doing it. At first I would put out maybe one video a week or something, like, here, I'm still alive, type. But it's evolved into now this year I've actually just been doing a little update every day and letting everyone know in the family and my now new online friends how I'm doing and what I'm doing every day. Today, I'm getting ready to go to church. My house has been cleaned. I hope the herbs did okay last night. I mean, we've already had several temps down in the teens this month, and they've been outside the whole time, and they've actually survived. So I'm hoping once they thaw out, they'll be fine. I got them inside the back porch to thaw out now. I do have a little heater back there because I often get winds coming up from the south, and they go through my back porch and into my house because my house is not airtight. So I keep a heater on the back porch in the wintertime. That actually helps to warm the air going through so that when it comes into my house, it's not frigidly freezing cold and it doesn't drop the temperatures too much in my house. It has a chance to get warmed up before it blows through. But I'm going to go and hop in the shower. I'm going to get cleaned up, get ready for church. And then this afternoon, when I get home from church, it'll be much warmer then. It's supposed to be in the high 40s today. Like 47, 48 and sunny. So actually pretty good temperatures for November, which a lot of years out here in East Idaho, this time of year, we usually have snow on the ground. This year, even the fields are still green. So, it's nice. I'm enjoying the mild temperatures we have. So, I'm going to go in, get cleaned up, and I'll see you later this afternoon. I've got to take my laundry into my mom's to get it washed because I still have not had anybody out to help me pull my washer out and find out where the water is leaking from. I promise I will talk to somebody at church today, not just simply slip in, slip out, and you know how that is. But yeah, I'll see y'all this afternoon. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Got back from church. I've had my lunch. And I've got my laundry in the back of my car, and I am heading over to my mom's to get my laundry washed. Brought a little crocheting so I can work on making some more scrubbies to get the sunshine listing restocked. want to get at least 3 sets to restock with. That's a popular one. People like those bright, pretty yellow and green, and it's a little light colored. It's just a nice, cheerful color, and people seem to like that one. And sorry if I've cleaned my lens, front-facing lens, as much as I can, but it's covered up by the screen protector, and the screen protector is getting to the point where it just needs to be replaced. I can only get it so crisp and clear. I literally need a new screen protector. That's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, the front-facing camera is might look from time to time in certain lights a little foggy because the screen protector on my phone does need to be replaced. I can't even use a fingerprint ID on it because there's so much abrasion, scuffing on the screen protector in that spot that it cannot read my fingerprint. So every time that, I've tried setting that up, but it says cannot read fingerprint. And it's like, I'll need a new crisp, clear screen protector to get it. Yes. My phone is a Samsung Galaxy Ultra 23 or 23 Ultra. Yeah. Samsung Galaxy 23 Ultra. That's what I got. But yes, I need one of those to protect my screens because I tend to drop my phone a lot. And I think it's the only thing that's kept my screen from getting cracked and scratched and broken is the fact that I always have a screen protector on my phone. Oh boy. And the one that's on my phone has been on my phone for 2 years. That's pretty darn good. I've had them pop off before. After only a year, I drop my phone and the screen protector will pop off. And that's not a good thing because once it pops off, you can't get that thing back on, short of using Scotch tape to hold it on. Yeah. So I think the fact that it's lasted me 2 years is really good. Of course, I've had my phone for 2 years. So, yep. Anyways, I should be over at my mom's in a minute, and then I'll get my laundry done, and then guess I'll go home and dry my laundry, and put together a little video. And I'm sorry, until I reviewed my video from last night, I am so sorry I forgot to close it out. Yeah, I'm really sorry I didn't properly close it out. I just kind of kept you hanging, left you all hanging on my last word. I said I'll be back, and then I never came back. Yeah, I was tired. I mean, I worked hard yesterday trying to get my house cleaned, and I am going to do my best to get this batch of laundry folded and put away tonight, and not let it sit in baskets or in my dryer for the next 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. I will try to get it folded and put away. And yeah, leaving it sitting is probably not good. So this time I will remember to come back, and hopefully we can get home in time to catch the sunset. Okay? I love you all, and I'll see you all later. Well, good evening, y'all. It's after dinner. I actually participated in the chats on a couple of live streams, and I got my second load of laundry in the dryer. I have not yet folded the first one. Like I said, I've been sitting here on the computer. There's a couple of live streams, so I had my little my old phone, which I use as a mini tablet, you know. Use my old phone as a mini tablet. So, I was on one live stream on this one on the computer. That is just me checking the, we got a wind advisory for tomorrow. We're going to be having some high winds on Monday. So the winds are going to be blowing in, which is going to make it a little chilly. I did check on my herbs that I brought in onto the back porch, and they've thawed out, and they seem to be doing okay. They're not dead, they're not froze, even though it got down to 18 last night, and they were out in the yard under the big tree. They did okay. Of course, my transmitter is out by the corner of my garage next to the pumpkin patch, and so it was 18 out in my pumpkin patch. It might have been about 20 in my yard next to the house. It did get up. We got a high of 47 degrees today, so it got pretty warm. Currently, it's 28 out in my yard. And it says it's 32 in town, so it might be 32 degrees in town. The microclimates in town do tend to run a little warmer. Like, it doesn't get quite as cold at my mom's house as it gets at my house. So, tomorrow's weather is supposed to be partly cloudy. Let's see what we got. Windy, partly cloudy and windy, and then it's going to clear off. Today was pretty sunny and bright. It was actually not too bad. It wasn't too bad, really. Yeah, I keep turning around to check the weather. You know, I'm obsessed with my weather app. Oh boy. And they've been predicting that every time I check long-range forecasts, it predicts that we're going to have snow. Last week it was saying that we were going to have snow this weekend. Now that's changed. It's going to be cold on Thursday. Let's see. It's predicting, 51 on Thursday, 46 on Friday, and 34 for our high on Saturday this week. So that's going to be getting pretty chilly. Still no snow though. There was snow in the forecast, rain and snow. Now there's no rain and snow in the forecast. Who knows what December is going to be like. My mom's wondering if this is going to, you know, be like what our winter is going to be like, kind of cold and kind of dry. I don't know, because the Old Farmer's Almanac said we were going to get heavy snows this winter. Of course, if we do, we've had winters before where we literally didn't hardly get any snow until after Christmas, and then it like snowed all through January and February, just 2 months of just snow, and we end up with a lot of snow before March. But yeah, when you live in farming country, whether or not you get a good snowpack or a lot, or whether it's dry, that gets farmers a little bit stressed, especially if you have a dry winter and not much of a snowpack, because they depend on that snowpack, and you know, for irrigation water, and they depend on the valleys getting a good snowpack to help recharge the aquifer. You don't get a lot of rain and you don't get a lot of snow, that puts you into a drought, and the aquifer actually does not get a chance to get recharged, and that means wells can run dry. We've actually had years where some people in higher elevations above the aquifer have had their wells run dry. Fortunately, I'm very low elevation. I'm close to the river. I'm only 2 miles away from the river, and so my well has never run dry. So I've never had a problem with wells running dry. The only well problem I had was in 2006, and the old well, which was fairly shallow, it actually just collapsed. It was drilled way back in, probably, the house was built in 1940 on top of the field well that was already here. So it was a really old well, and I think the casing down inside of it just kind of rusted away, and just the whole thing fell in. So yeah, and I was just getting a lot of sand coming up, or trickles of water, not much. So the new well was dug at 80 feet, and I've never had a problem with it. Always great. Good water. But it does get a little worrisome when the end of November gets here and we still have not gotten any snow. Often this time of year we've already got several inches of snow on the ground. We've had a very mild weather this winter, and so far no snow on the ground. And it's been kind of warm and dry. We've gotten a little rain this month, but not as much as we should have had for the month of November. So I hope this doesn't keep up all winter long. We do need a good snowpack, and in the spring we're going to need good rain. Our aquifers need to be recharged, so we have plenty of water for the growing season for this next year, or there's going to be trouble amongst, the water masters, and the water is a big water rights. Oh boy, there's people fight over water rights, and we don't need that. We almost had our farming community shut down. 500,000 would have been affected farms in Idaho a couple of years ago. And in fact, they were going around telling farmers they had to turn off their wells. And this was like late July. Crops were ripening in the fields. We had grain ripening. And it was really tense and scary. They did manage to work out something so everybody could turn their wells back on, but they really got to get a good permanent fix that benefits everyone. You can't just shut down 500,000 acres of farms. And it would have affected the livelihoods of a lot of people. So pray that we do get moisture. So this is the time of year we start praying for moisture. Yep. We're in a farming community. We pray for rain and snow, especially in the wintertime. We need good snowpack up in the mountains, and we need almost as equally good snowpack down in the valley. But I've got my second load of laundry done. I will get the first load of laundry that I got dried after getting back from Mom's doing my laundry is I got my whites, so I'll get those folded and put away tonight. It is 8:22, so I'm not sure if it's going to be probably 9 o'clock or later by the time this load gets dry, and I don't think I'll get it folded and put away tonight, but we will fold and put it away tomorrow. At least get it folded. I can do that tomorrow morning, have breakfast early, and then while I'm waiting for the sun to make an appearance, fold my laundry. I did make a little short sunset video while I was at my mom's, waiting for my laundry to, wash. Her washer machine takes a little longer than mine. I really do need to get mine fixed, and I did forget. Forgot to talk to somebody at church I was going to, and then I just plain forgot. You know, I wasn't even thinking about it when I left the building. Oh, totally forgot about it. So I'm going to probably post on our church Facebook page and see if I can find somebody with some plumbing knowledge who would be willing to come out and see if they can help me figure out why my washer was leaking water that one day. I haven't used it since. So, gotta do something. You know, I really prefer just using my own washing machine. I need to find out why it was leaking water, where it was leaking water from, and get that fixed. So I hope y'all had a great weekend. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and God bless, and I will see you all on the next video. Well, folks, it's sunset and I'm still at my mom's. Just got my second load in. Her washer machine takes forever to wash a load. Yeah, fancy newfangled things. Anyways, still got a sunset for you. I hope you enjoy it. It's beautiful out here for being out in the middle of town.